Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Moy, and I'm back again for another YouTube video. So, it's currently, let me open that. September, cool. So, it is currently Saturday, September 20th, 2025. I'm just going to do a trade recap of the week. Originally, I had recorded pieces of the video, like the trade that I took, before I took it, when I took it, after I took it, what happened. Like, I had recorded that initially, but I have to edit it and all that stuff. So instead of uploading that one, I'm just gonna record this one and just tell you everything that happened. So coming to the market, we took one trade this week and we lost the trade. Now, we lost the trade, but I'm about to show you that technically we should have won this trade, but it is what it is, right? Can't get mad at the markets for this. Cool, so this is the trade that we took this week. As you can tell, it looks very similar to the trade that we took 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. But anyways, yeah. So I took this trade on USD CAD. I'm just gonna break it down. Yeah, let's do a replay right here. So coming to the market on Monday, I was looking for the break below here, the retest, and the drop. So this right here, I was looking for this. So price, this is Friday, right? Candlestick open on Sunday, had this massive push to the downside. So now two things happened. One, we had the push, which I really wanted on the daily and the 4 hour, but we did not have the retest. Now, I got up, I was waiting for the trade. I knew, well, I don't want to say I knew, but I was expecting the pullback. Drew this beautiful order block up, literally waited patiently. Price never pulled back to it till out of session at like 10 something, right? 10 o'clock, 10:15. That's when they give the interest signal to sell to the downside. The whole time I was waiting. So this is out of my session. You guys know I don't trade after 8:30. And I'm going to work, so I'm not really on the charts. But yeah, so this happened at 10:15, right? Big drop, and then just a sell-off, continuation, boom, massive sell-off. So the daily ended up closing like this. So now what am I expecting? One, I could be expecting like a slight little pullback, right? The next candlestick's gonna open, wick up a little bit, and then continue selling. Or we can just continue, like the next candlestick is just gonna sell, and then we can catch the buy up here. Now remember, I'm waiting for the break, the retest, and the drop. We had the break, now what am I expecting? The retest. The retest did not happen. Price had a little wick up like I thought it would, and it just dropped. Next morning came to the charts, there was no clear order block to buy from. Literally, there's nothing. Like, I wouldn't trust this one, and price was just going. Didn't pull back to it. I guess it pulled back here, but I don't really count this as an order block. It just doesn't, it's not clear, it just doesn't make sense. There is a fair, yeah, nah, that's not a good order block. So yeah, the only good one or possible one would have been this one, but I don't really like the way it's this one standing at. And it's like it wicked out the liquidity up here. So I just don't like the way this one presents itself, but it's all the way up there. So if I was looking to sell, I would have waited for an initial retest of this structure point right here to take the trade, but we didn't get it. So now I'm annoyed, right? Not only did we miss on, oh wait, this was just on USD CAD. There was other moves that happened. So USD CAD, I'm expecting the break, retest, drop. We had the break, didn't get the retest, we dropped. Y'all remember a few weeks ago, the same thing happened here. We had the break below, we didn't have the retest, it just kept going. But we were able to catch the buy up. So now what am I looking to do? Catch the buy up. Now, this one was a little tricky to get the buy up because, I don't know if you guys can see the clear pattern, but there's a head and shoulders pattern lining up right here. Beautiful head and shoulders. It's at the neckline again. So now two things can possibly happen, which is why this was down here. Two things could happen. One, price could just come back here, bounce off and go back up here, which that's the move that I was expecting mostly. Or the second one is the market can keep going, break below this structure point, retest and drop. And if it did that, this would be a beautiful trade as well because break, retest, drop. Obviously we didn't get the break, retest, drop over here, but it is what it is, right? So either price would have broken below here, retested, dropped, or just kept going straight down, or reject off here like it has on multiple times. Like price has rejected this area so many times, like even when it's up or when it's down, like it just, price just likes this area a lot. And what has it done? 1, 2, 3. So what am I expecting it to do? Again, same thing. Obviously, we didn't get the retest, so I'm expecting to catch the retest. So what I do, I waited patiently. The next candlestick on Tuesday, I was expecting it to be like a doji sort of like this, but it ended up pushing like this. And what I ended up doing was, I came to the market. Yeah, we lost this trade. It was so bad, but it is what it is. I can't get mad at that. We follow our trading plan. Came to the market at 6, like I usually do. Found a beautiful order block on the 10-minute right here, as you can tell. Nice fair value gap. Price pull back to it. Gave me the big push right here. Cool. And then this big, it looks like a big push right here, but if you go to 15-minute, you see a Morningstar pattern. Beautiful trade. So normally, again, old trading plan, I would take it at the close of that. But we know that right now the market has a lot of retracements before it continues to the upside. So what I do, I did a buy limit. Let me show you. So I did a buy limit, put my entry right here. So if price came back here, it would take me into the trade, and then put my stop loss down here. How many pips is my stop loss? 16.25. What does my trading plan say? Open. Let me show you. What is trading plan? 15 pips. Yeah, I already, because I recorded this part of the video in the other video, but since I'm not uploading now, I'm just redoing it. But yeah, USD CAD 15 pips or more. So I followed my trading plan. I did what I was supposed to do. Waited for the entry signal, waited for the retracement. Cool. Took the trade. Price was doing a bunch of shenanigans here. Again, after 8:30, 8:40, I'm not on my phone. I'm at work. I ain't got time to be looking at the charts. So I just let trade do his thing. My stop loss is down here, and my take profit is this structure up here. So I'm letting the trade do his thing. Price, obviously, while I was at work, did a bunch of shenanigans, going up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, one thing I want to say is this trade was a risky trade. Now, I know it may look simple, like, okay, Mo, everything that you wanted happened and you took the trade, cool. This was Wednesday. What was happening on Wednesday? Let me just show you. The Feds cut interest rates. The Feds, they were gonna cut interest rates. So they did end up cutting interest rates from 4.50 to 4.25. Now, I knew this was gonna happen because they've already said it multiple times. They're worried about inflation and unemployment and stuff like that. So I knew if they cut interest rates, it's going to boost the dollar. The dollar is going to get stronger. And if the dollar gets stronger on USD CAD, what's it gonna do? It's gonna go up. If the dollar gets stronger on gold, it's gonna go down. It's just, that's how it works. That's how it impacts the market. So I already knew they were gonna cut the interest rates. Price was gonna big push the upside. So I was okay with this trade because basically to me, it was like, hey, this is a no-brainer trade. Like, you wanna take this trade. And you probably want to risk up. I didn't risk up just because I don't know what the market's gonna do. Good thing I didn't risk up though. But yeah, took the trade. And then next thing you know, they cut the interest rates and price does this shenanigan right here. Where's that? Oh, they cut it at 10, yeah. Price has this big sell-off right here. Wake me out at the bottom. Like, y'all see this? There's one fat candlestick came back, wake me out, literally. And then next few candlesticks just push back up. And then price went straight in the direction that I said. And then from that point on, price just kept going. Going and going. Now, my analysis was correct. I analyzed that the markets were going to move in that direction. What I didn't anticipate was that it was going to have like a wick off or like a quick sell off before continuing the push. So I was not expecting this, so that's on me. I just didn't see it coming. But at the same time, I can't control the market, so I'm not like, I take responsibility for this trade. I did end up losing the trade. It's my trade. I took it. I knew I knew the risk going into the trade. But at the same time, I can't control the markets. I didn't know that sell-off was going to happen. I knew it was going to push up for sure. I didn't know the sell-off was going to happen beforehand. So it is what it is. I was looking at this trade over a few days, like Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, a little bit just to see like what could I have done better. And realistically, there was nothing I could have done better. Like, even if I took the trade here, right? If I took the trade here, put my stop loss right below this 4-hour structure, I would have gotten wicked out. If I put it below here, would have gotten wicked out. Like, it just is. Like, there's no way I could have won this trade, right? I followed my trading plan, did what I was supposed to do. And then obviously Thursday, Friday, price could push to the upside. And then Friday, we had this long, fat candlestick right here. Wasn't really paying too much attention to it. So yeah. But overall, really good trading week. I was disciplined. I was patient. I took the trade when it presented itself, followed my trading plan, did what I was supposed to do. It just is what it is, right? It's just one of those trades. I only risked 1%, so now we're back at 100K, which is break even again. So, yeah, that's it. It is what it is. I can't. There were other moves that happened. For example, not gold, not silver, Euro, GBUSD. So As you guys, oh, I didn't post that video. Okay, price pushed to the upside. So coming into the market this week, what was I expecting? I was expecting the sell off because price needs to, when it breaks above, it has a retest before it continues. So what am I looking for? I'm anticipating the retest. Obviously, this didn't happen on Tuesday. I'm pretty sure this is Tuesday right here. Oh no. So Tuesday didn't have the sell off. Wednesday gave me like a strong rejection cancel. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe come into the market Thursday. And this is also when Feds cut interest rates. And like I said, if they cut the interest rates, the dollar is going to get stronger. If the dollar gets stronger on GPUSD, what's it going to do? It's going to sell off. So I'm calling the move. Calling the moves. Anyways, came to the market. There was no setup. They cut the interest rates. It went to the downside. Came to the market the next day. Again, there was no clear order block. Like, where am I supposed to sell up from here? There's no clear order block. I waited for price to make a new order block. But price made an order block and just never retraced to it. I was like, oh. Okay, then kept going, broke below this short point. I was like, oh, okay, do what you want, I guess. Price kept going, and then yeah, it just closed right there. And then the following day, I was expecting a retracement to reach that structure point and order block. Price did not do that. Price just kept going. So like, what more do you want me to do? I can't do nothing about that. So yeah, so my analysis was wrong on this, but it was wrong, but it was right. It was right because I was anticipating the pullback. It was wrong because I thought it was going to keep pushing to the upside. I didn't think it was going to sell and shape structure. But now this is good because now the daily is bearish again. And now this head and shoulders pattern is invalid. So I don't really care about this head and shoulders anymore. Now I'm just going to wait for a pullback, possibly here, to buy again, back up here. Price is in the zone. Price is staying in the zone. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep playing in the zone. USD, basically the same thing as GPUSD, but now it's having to pull back to this structure point, which I really like. So now I'm just going to anticipate the buy back all the way up here. So just being patient. USD again, it's in the zone, so don't really care about it. But there was a potential trade on Wednesday when the Feds were about to cut interest rates. And it actually gave me a setup, like pull back to this beautiful order block. Sorry, there you go, right here. Push, give me an interesting on a 30-minute. Let me show you. Beautiful Morningstar pattern right here. So I would have taken this. I took this on USD CAD, so I didn't take it on USD JPY. But even if I took it, again, we would have lost just for price to completely just go in that direction. And then the next day I was waiting for the pullback. It did have like a pullback, but it didn't really tap the order block, so I didn't care about it. It needs to give me a tap into that order block, give me a good entry signal for me to take a trade. If I don't get that, I don't take a trade. I have to follow my trading plan. And I will follow my trading plan because that's what disciplined traders do. That's what profitable traders do. They have a trading plan, they stick to their trading plan. So I'm gonna do that. So overall, yeah, really good week in the markets. We ended up losing one trade, but it is what it is. It happens. All I can do is learn from this, improve, and get better. So coming to next week, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna learn, improve, and I'm gonna stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. And yeah, I know that God is working. God is moving. I just gotta be patient and trust in Him and wait. So thank you, Jesus Christ. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. Stay safe.